you're not investing your money in this one thing, you are literally throwing away your money every single year. Warren Buffett, the man who made a $150 billion fortune by picking stocks, has openly said that 90% of the money he leaves for his wife should not go into stocks he handpicked himself, not into Berkshire Hathaway and not into real estate. It should go into one simple investment that you can buy from your phone in under 60 seconds. That investment is called an ETF. And it's the same reason that hundreds of thousands of ordinary people become millionaires every single year, often without even realizing it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what ETFs are, how they work, how to buy them, and how you can start investing in ETFs with just $10. Here's a quick disclaimer. This content is created for educational and informational purposes only. Okay, let's start with the basics. Section 1. What are ETFs? ETF stands for Exchange Traded Fund. Don't be put off by the name, it is actually a very simple idea. Imagine you walk into Costco or Walmart. You need cereal for breakfast. Now you have two options. Option 1. You buy just one box of Kellogg's Corn Flakes. The next morning, your mood changes, or you find it boring. Now you're stuck because you only bought one option for breakfast. Option 2. You grab Costco's Variety Pack, which includes Cheerios, Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms, Cocoa Puffs, and Rice Krispies, all in one box. Now, if you don't like one flavor, you've got variety. You can eat whatever matches your mood. An ETF works exactly like that variety pack. You buy one ETF, but inside that single purchase, you've bought shares of many different companies. An ETF is basically a tool that keeps your investment safe and secure. If you only hold Apple or Tesla stock and those companies crash, you can lose a lot. But if you hold one share of an ETF, even if Apple or Tesla goes down, you won't suffer major losses. Let me show you how this works. But first, a quick request. If you're enjoying this video and you want to actually learn about money, investing, and building wealth from scratch, hit that subscribe button and join the Growthpedia family. Section 2. How do ETFs actually work? ETFs are traded on stock exchanges, just like regular stocks. That means you can buy and sell them anytime during market opening hours, using any brokerage app on your phone. Big ETF companies like Vanguard, BlackRock, and State Street decide to create ETFs. For example, they may decide to build one that contains the top 500 largest companies in America. So Vanguard created its own ETF and named it VOO, Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. This ETF holds the shares of America's top 500 companies. Whenever you buy one share of VOO, it means you've automatically invested in the country's top 500 companies. Now, these ETFs give each company a specific allocation. The bigger the company, the bigger its share inside the ETF. And this allocation is done in percentages. So when you buy one share of VOO for about $675, your money automatically goes to Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and other companies. This is spread out by percentage like Nvidia 7.5%, Apple 6.4%, Microsoft 4.8%, Amazon 4.1%, and so on. The percentages tail off down the list. Now the question is, where do we actually buy these ETFs from? To buy ETFs, you need a brokerage account which gives you access to the stock market, because you can't directly invest in the New York Stock Exchange yourself. The most popular brokerage companies in America are Fidelity, Vanguard, Schwab, Robinhood, and E-Trade. You can open an account on any of these and start buying or selling ETFs. Section 3. Why are ETFs so profitable? Let's first understand something interesting. How do most people in America actually become millionaires? Research shows that the majority of millionaires build their wealth through entrepreneurship, real estate, and high-paying corporate jobs. But there's one more thing that's common across all of them. They take that hard-earned wealth and invest it into ETFs like the S&P 500, so their money keeps growing and stays protected at the same time, because that's how their money compounds faster. You can also become wealthy faster by making smart decisions like these people. And remember one thing, it's not about how much money you're investing. It's about how consistently you keep investing. So let's break this down. I'm going to walk you through 5 reasons that explain exactly how these people invest their money into ETFs and end up becoming millionaires much faster than everyone else. Reason number 1. The magic of compounding. ETFs deliver an average return of around 10% per year to their investors over the long term. The number might sound small, but thanks to compounding, it turns into a snowball. If you just invest $500 every month into VOO, after 30 years you'll have around $1 million. You only invested $180,000 in 30 years by your pocket. The remaining $820,000 was money that earned more money for you. Reason number 2, diversification. Buying one stock is dangerous. If the company crashes, your money is gone or severely reduced. But with VOO, you've got 500 companies. Even if 10 of them fail, you're still protected by the other 490. Your money never goes to zero. That's the beauty of an ETF. No matter what happens, your money is safe. Reason number 3, ultra-low fees. When you buy VOO, the fee is just 0.03% annually. That means if you've invested $10,000 for a year, you only pay $3 in fees. Now, compare that to regular mutual funds, which charge around 1% to 2%. That's $100 to $200 on $10,000 investment. That small 1% fee, compounded over 30 years, eats up thousands of dollars of your savings. Reason number 4, dividends. Companies like Apple, Microsoft, and Coca-Cola pay quarterly or yearly profits to their shareholders. The profit varies from company to company, but when you invest in the top 500 companies, your money also goes into dividend-paying companies, and you receive dividends through that ETF as well. VOO pays roughly 1.05% in dividends each year. Think of it as extra cash that you can reinvest to speed up your compounding even more. Reason number 5, betting on America's growth. When you buy the S&P 500, you're not betting on a single company. You're betting on the entire American economy. Now, why should you make this bet? The answer comes from data and facts. America became the world's largest economy in the 1890s. That's roughly 136 years ago. And to this day, it remains the largest and strongest economy in the world. America keeps innovating with time, which is why investors all over the world choose to invest in the S&P 500. Section 4, different types of ETFs. ETFs don't come in just one flavor. Like ice cream, they have all kinds of varieties. Let's go through the different types of ETFs so you can choose the right one based on your goals. Number 1, stock ETFs. These are also known as equity ETFs. They are the most popular type of ETF. They hold company shares. For example, VOO holds the top 500 US companies. Similarly, VTI is another Vanguard ETF that holds stocks of around 3,500 companies. If we just talk about Vanguard alone, they have 115 ETFs. And out of those, 75 to 80 are stock ETFs that manage US stocks, international stocks, sector stocks, and global stocks. Number 2, bond ETFs. These are considered safer ETFs because they involve the government. The word bond means a loan agreement. Here, the person buying the bond has an agreement with the company or government that they will receive a fixed amount each year, usually around 3% to 5%. Why are bond ETFs considered safe? First, fixed income. You know exactly how much you'll earn every year. Second, legal protection. If a company defaults, bondholders get paid first, then stockholders. Third, protection. During market crashes, when the stock market crashed in 2008 and 2020, bonds actually went up. That means while stock investors were losing money, bondholders were making profit. This is a form of diversification. When the stock market doesn't perform, bonds do, and they protect you. Vanguard's most popular bond ETF is BND, which stands for Vanguard Total Bond Market ETF. It holds over 10,000 bonds, including US government bonds, big corporate bonds, mortgages, and more. And its expense ratio is just 0.03%. Number 3, sector ETFs. These ETFs contain companies from a specific industry. For example, in technology, you have Apple, Microsoft, and NVIDIA. And the ETF for this sector is called XLK. XLE is the sector ETF for energy companies like ExxonMobil and Chevron. When you're bullish on a particular industry, you can also explore sector ETFs. Number 4, international ETFs. These ETFs let you buy stocks of companies outside the US. Vanguard has an ETF called VXUS, which contains companies from over 50 countries, basically the top-tier countries in the world. There's another ETF called VWO, which holds emerging market countries like India, China, and Brazil. People do this because instead of betting on just the US economy, they bet on the entire global economy, which makes their investment 10 times more safe. Number 5. Commodity ETFs. These ETFs allow you to invest in commodities like gold, silver, oil, and natural gas. Each commodity has its own ticker symbol. For example, gold is GLD and silver is SLV. Whenever inflation rises in a country or the economy becomes unstable, people rush to buy commodities. Number 6. Dividend ETFs. When you buy shares in a company and that company's profit grows, two things happen. First, the stock price goes up. Second, the company gives you a little cash quarterly or annually as a thank you. This is called a dividend. Does every company pay a dividend? The answer is no. Dividend ETFs only hold companies that pay dividends to their investors. People often keep a portion of their portfolio in dividend ETFs so they can earn some passive income every 3 months. schd, Schwab US Dividend Equity, ETF. This is a beginner favorite. It contains the 100 strongest dividend-paying companies like Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Home Depot, Cisco, Verizon, and more. Its dividend yield is about 3.3% per year, meaning you get a 3.5% return purely from dividends. And its expense ratio is just 0.06%. Number 7. Thematic ETFs. These ETFs bet on future trends, like AI sectors, electric cars, clean energy, robotics, space, and cybersecurity. These aren't boring. They're actually pretty exciting ETFs because they capture the companies building the future. But they're also a bit risky. Why? Look, stock ETFs like VOO or dividend ETFs like schd have 20 to 30 years of history behind them. Their companies, Apple, Microsoft, Coca-Cola, are already making billions of dollars. They are mature and tested, and investors feel safe looking at that track record. Thematic ETFs, on the other hand, focus on upcoming technologies that are still in development phases, which is why their returns are wild. Sometimes they deliver a 50% profit, and the very next year they post a minus 30% loss. The whole purpose of making this video is so that you understand every type of ETF in the industry, and you also know which ones are safe and which ones are slightly risky. When I say risky, I don't mean they'll go to zero. I just mean their returns are never consistent. Now I want you to tell me in the comments, which ETF are you going to buy first? VOO, SCHD, VTI, or something else? Go ahead and open an account with any broker today. You can start investing with as little as $10, so don't delay. If you have any questions about this video, drop them in the comments. And if you want to learn finance in the simplest possible way, go ahead and subscribe to our channel Growthpedia right now. This channel will completely change your financial life, and you'll gain a lot of valuable knowledge from it. So take care, and I'll see you in the next video.